Hi, welcome to Cecil TV. I'm Doug Donnelly. I'm here on this Friday morning with your friend and mine, our ubiquitous host, Rob Chirnside. Good morning, Rob.
Morning, Doug. It's great to be back in TV land again. We've had a little bit of a hiatus here.
Yes, a hiatus, and I'll attempt to briefly explain the hiatus for. We talked about it a little before we left the air because we've not only left the air, but I left the area. And I'm not too far away. I'm a little west of Cecil County. However, Cecil TV uh, remains, and we'll be relocating our studio to Elkton, kind of doing a little collaboration with the Sports Weekly and Joe Beth Bauer, and so there you have it. Stay tuned.
Say the more the
But
merrier, Doug.
yeah, the more the merrier. I mean, it provides opportunities, and perhaps that geography will be helpful, and whatever. It's not a perfect situation, but anyway, I moved for family reasons, but it's all good. Nothing bad. Everybody's healthy. In fact, there's more of us now, and that's a big part of it. Uh,
So, Doug,
so,
or you look like one guy to me. You mean your family has gotten bigger?
right. Yes, the family got bigger. Former Cecil TV host Allison Donnelly, also known as my daughter, has had her second child, which means I am grandfather times two. Is that, I don't know. Grandfather suffices. And everything is great. So here we are, Friday morning. Uh, there was an election, a primary election this week, and the it took a while. Uh, I guess I think as of yesterday, the mail-in ballot numbers were still not in, but they appear to be in today. So I don't know whether we can call what we're seeing on the state website final, but they are certainly a strong indicator. And we'll just talk very briefly about four of the elections that affect us locally. Number one, state delegate for 35B. The winner appears to be Derek Howell. He has displaced Kevin Hornberger, long time office holder in that position, and but interestingly, Erica Burge came in second. So
Port
uh,
deposit.
Erica Burge from Port Deposit, yes. And so that's that. Then uh, Sheriff Todd Creek has held strong right from the beginning. He will be the next sheriff. Um, School board, sitting school board member Brian Hampton, displaced by uh, Sheila Tome. Um, I guess she ran a strong campaign. Um, and there was one other. Oh, yes. Our good friend, Aaron Wright, did not win. Um, he lost to Ray Conger, who was also a guest back a couple of months ago. So there you have it. There are other ones. There were other elections, but I suggest you go to the state website. So back to the main
I have
purpose
a
of this.
question. I
Yes,
voted, of
Rob.
course, and I got the sticker to prove it.
I
But
can't see it.
what
What does it
percentage
say?
of Cecil County residents, do you have any idea, actually vote in the primaries?
Oh, it's minuscule. Minuscule. Hold on. Let me. I can give you a rough number here. Um. Okay. So, well, I don't know. Well, I mean, almost 9,000. That's pretty impressive. 2,302 Democrats and 6,834 Republicans. So that that balance or imbalance does not reflect the actual registration numbers. It means Democrats, where are you? Uh, you better you're gonna have to pick it up come November if you want to accomplish anything. Um, I'd say that's pretty good. That is a pretty good turnout, I'd say. I mean, I heard it referred to as very small, but that's not bad.
A small number, but it's a pretty decent percentage of eligible voters in the
For,
county.
for primary. For primary.
Yeah.
Considering there are overall, I don't know 40,000. Yeah, I don't know. It's better than 10%. I don't think it's 20%. We'll see.
We'll see.
Uh,
A lot can happen between now and November.
a lot happens every day. A lot happens
You know,
every day. I mean, nationally and I and locally, I was sent the article, but I'm I thought I had a subscription to the Baltimore Sun, but my phone forgot or something. The three sheriff's deputies that are, um, I guess, on some sort of suspension or taken off duty due to this kind of disgraceful phone call that they had where they discussed our former. Well, we won't even go into it. Anyway, the gist of the article is that they're still being paid, and they're total. There as a three of them totaled. I don't know. Maybe is this a big number? It sounds like a big number when you read it in the newspaper. $400,000 is total of their salary that they're still receiving. Um, so I don't know. And I find the interesting thing is that the story comes out, uh, you know, the day after the primary. So I'm who knows? Who knows? Anyway, the main substance of our discussion here is that you went. We tried to. We were going to do more, but you went to see Bernard Purdie at Elkton Music Hall.
I did, Doug, and I'm happy I went. I got to tell you, Elkton Music Hall has become my new happy place in Cecil County. In the last month or so, I've seen three packed, really good shows. The first was Southern Culture on the Skids, which I recommended. And I also recommend, if you don't feel like standing up the whole time, get a reserved seat. The events are listed. You can go to any Elkton Music Hall show and, just Google Elkton Music Hall and tickets and all that. And there's our third-party sources you can buy tickets through. But you can see what their schedule is and reserve tickets. And if it says it's a seated event, you're going to get a seat. But if it doesn't say that, you might have to get a reserved seat or otherwise stand in the middle.
Yeah, last time I was there, I saw Hooray for the Riff Raff. Went with Allison.
Oh, cool.
And I had to stand. And it does get does get a little tiring standing
Yeah.
for
Or
old,
leaning against something.
an old sort such as myself.
And just a couple nights ago, uh, my wife and I went to see Anna Popovic. She's from Serbia and won some blues awards, had a great band. And opening up for Anna was Lowercase Blues Band, a local band. So that was good to catch up with those guys and see another packed show. And previously on the 19th, Juneteenth, there was a big show with Bernard Purdie. Bernard Bugsy Purdie, as you know, one of the most recorded drummers in the world. He says he is the most recorded drummer in the world. Came back to his hometown of Elkton to perform with a 5-piece band. And it was kind of led by the harp player, Rob. I forget his last name, but he was in the Hudson River Rats years ago when I opened up for Purdie in his original Scholarship Fund concerts at Fair Hill in 96 and 97. You might remember, Doug, we were on the Purdie Scholarship Committee at that point. And that's when I met you, Doug. And you said, Rob, I'm going to start a TV show in Cecil County. I said, that's very nice, Doug. And then years later, he said, Bob, I'm starting a TV show and you're going to be the host. I said, that's cool, Doug. I've never hosted anything in my life. Oh, you'll be fine. And I said, can I be Boxer or Bob, Doug? No, you'll be Rob Chirnside and you wear a tie. Well, I weaseled out of that within the first year. And we've had a great run.
You weaseled out of
We've had a great run. I'm glad we're back. I think back in the days of the Purdie original concerts in 96 and 97, you had a giant camera, didn't you? Like the 50-pound cameras you hold on your shoulder.
No, I never had one of those.
Oh. But anyway, the Purdie show was great. And, you know, he had there, if you see the picture, there was Rob, the harp player. There was the guitar player who was really pretty good. He played all kinds of different styles. Purdie himself on the drums. And then to the right of the stage, as he faced the stage, was a gal on the keyboard. And then the bass player over in the corner. And the keyboard player really kind of took Purdie under her wing, helped him get to the drums, you know, because there's a lot of stuff to trip over. Once he got behind those drums, he shed like 30, 40 years. It was amazing. He played all his old hits, and Rob narrated. You know, in this year, Bernard did this with such and such a group: James Brown, Aretha Franklin, Steely Dan. He played "Home at Last" by Steely Dan. A lot of his hits that he was on, and he just did a phenomenal job. It was like he was in 96 and 97 when I first did those shows with him. So I think you can say that playing the drums has kept Bernard Purdie young, and he was so thankful to be back in Elkton. He gave an acceptance speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, it's an honor to be here. A real honor, because this is and always will be my hometown.
And he was actually given an award it was signed by Governor Wes Moore. So again, the place was packed. And folks, if you haven't been to Elkton Music Hall, I encourage you to go there. It's a real gem. You just Google it up on your computer and you see what's playing. You know how to do that. You type in Elkton Music Hall, Elkton, Maryland, and you'll see the events and you pick the one you want, and then you figure out. I couldn't figure out how to buy tickets, but my wife helped me. And
yeah, interestingly, about buying tickets for Elkton Music Hall, they posted on Facebook that some people had apparently tried to order tickets, somehow found themselves connected to some other third party, and
right.
and they never got their tickets or something. They use, I believe it's called Dice, is the service that they use, and that's the only one they use. So
Dice, okay.
Beware.
Way too complicated for me, Doug. I always need help, but you know. Speaking of help, summer's coming, and I'm pretty busy doing my one-man band thing down on the Chop Tank River. I sent you a picture of the Chop Tank River boats. So, folks, if you want to do a all-you-can-eat crab cracking cruise, I'll be your entertainment all summer at Chop Tank River Cruises.
So how far away is that? Chop
I can
tank.
get there in a good day from Fort Deposit in an hour and 15 minutes. But buses come from Annapolis, Baltimore, D.C., Lancaster, Harrisburg,
Right.
Virginia. You know,
And is that
it's it's an
Eastern
exceptional
Eastern
3 hour cruise on the
Shore
beautiful Chop Tank River.
or where uh is that like
Well, you know where Cambridge is,
yeah,
off 50. If you were
right.
driving to
So
Ocean City,
it's the Eastern Shore. It's not the other side. It's not over by like St. Mary's or
no, it's on the
right.
Eastern Shore, and they have the crabs are getting bigger week after week, and you kind of back cut through the backwoods from Easton, and again, it's a beautiful cruise, 3 hour cruise. You see a lot of history and natural stuff, and
Just a
or
3 hour
crabs.
cruise.
410-943-4775 is the number to call on the screen. Again, it's 410-943-4775. Ask for a Box Turtle Bob cruise and get the Box Turtle Bob discount. And in fact, my CD features those boats on it. And its songs are all about Cecil County, the Chesapeake region, and the world. So check that out. If you want to get my CD, hit me up with an email, boxturtlebob@gmail.com. That's boxturtlebob@gmail.com. Have I done enough shameless self-promotion, Doug?
Yeah, it's fine. I am I've
But the Anna Popovich show was really good
I've
Wednesday.
become very laissez-faire about shameless
Laissez-faire
self
is good.
about
The more
shameless
laissez-faire, the better.
self-promotion. Yeah.
So I want to recap where we're going with Cecil TV. We
Yeah.
got a new location in
Right. All right.
Elkton.
Here, I don't want to reveal stuff that's not yet really public. However, um, Cecil Weekly has taken residence at a building in Elkton, and they've created its offices and and remember they are essentially a newspaper print operation. They mainly focused on sports, but they are expanding into other topics
I saw
areas
that the other day.
and there's a lot of it's an ambitious project. Sam Dixon is going for it, so to speak. And he's also created a podcast studio. Now, they had a grand opening of the offices and podcast studio and so forth, and so that's part one. That's well known and public. In the elsewhere in that building is under construction is a, a a a new studio, a formal television studio, control room, studio, etc. And it's under development. We're waiting. We plan to provide some of the equipment to operate it, and we're waiting. In the meantime, thankfully, we have our virtual abilities. If we're still waiting, there are things coming up, events, the fair. We will have to try to catch somebody from the fair. We've always done that in the past, but it'll be virtual. And other things. We're building up. Moving a thing like this is not insignificant. So here, that's where we're at. Don't go away. We'll be back, and we are thankful for your patronage.
Go to the fair. We might be there.
Go to the fair. We
Plan on it.
might be there.
We plan on it.
Yes, we'll be there at some point. We've tried to do the demolition derby. We did the demolition derby, and I think did we do the rodeo? Maybe that was the year before. Both very popular. I suspect I still, if you go on YouTube to the Cecil TV YouTube channel, it could very well be that the demolition derby video we did back in whenever years is still the most watched because people. You don't have to be from Cecil County to love the Demolition Derby.
No, you don't, Doug. And I saw something that when we get together again, I got to tell you about something I saw that I didn't get a real chance to see, but it's out there. It's a new event, and it has to do with the night fights. So,
Oh,
can we talk
night
about
fights
that next
at the
time?
fair,
No, about this event.
right?
I don't want to reveal what it is.
Oh, yeah. These things are. There's a. Remember we saw. What did we see at the sword? Those guys bashing each other at the
Fifth Company. That
at
was
Fifth
years ago.
Company. Yeah, that was years ago. But they're still. That's still around. Our Cecil TV's own. Um, my mind is blank. One of our Cecil TV people is involved in a type of combat. Um, we'll talk
Yeah,
about that another
I
time.
know who you're talking about. Let's make that happen coming up.
Yeah,
How about that, Doug?
we'll make that happen. Okay, I think that's it. Uh, once again, we're happy to be with you,
See you in
and
Cecil County, Doug.
yes, see you in Cecil County, beloved Cecil County. And someday maybe we'll talk about where I'm at and what goes on around here, but another time. All right. Thanks for
Thanks.
watching. Thank you, Rob Chirnside.
Thank you.
And goodbye.